What's up, guys? It's Eric from Rare Candy, and so today we're actually coming at you with some new booster box openings. We have a new set coming out, so that means more packs to open. So yeah, really excited. We got these new Fates Collide booster boxes in the mail recently. The newest X and Y expansion featuring your boy Mega Alakazam, as you can see there on the front of the booster box. So we also have Delphox over there on the side. That's for the Delphox break. We got Lugia break over here. And yeah, guys, so with any set, there's a lot of cards we're trying to get. We've only been to like one pre-release at the time of filming, so we don't really have much from this set yet. So everything here is basically new to us outside of a handful of cards. So really excited for this. We need to get playsets of a lot of things, so between 3 booster boxes, we're hoping we can do the job. And if we're lucky, we can get one of the awesome secret rare Alakazam EXs. I think that's kind of like the big card to try to pull out of these 3. But yeah, so let's just hop right into it. All right. Okay, so we have, I'll show you guys the pack art real quick. So we have Lugia there. Like I said, Lugia and Delphox break. They're probably some of the 2 better breaks from the set, along with the new Carbink. So that's cool, they're featured. We got Mega Alakazam, who's kind of the mascot of this whole set. And we have the new big bad Zygarde EX as well in this set too. So a lot of cool things, especially for collectors out there. There's a lot of really cool Pokemon in this set. To be honest, it's not one of my favorite competitive sets, outside of a few cards, but a lot of stuff for collectors in this set, I think. And it's been forever since we've had an Alakazam card, so I'm really excited for that alone, because I think the last one was in, might have been Rising Rivals. It was one of the Diamond and Pearl or Platinum sets, so Alakazam is definitely long overdue to make his way back into the cards. Alright, so let's see, we got a Spoink, Diglett, Larvitar, Meowth. Surprisingly, this Meowth actually isn't a horrible card. For just a DCE, you get to do 50 to one of your opponent's Pokemon that has any damage counters on it already. So that's actually kind of a neat attack. That I don't know if that'll be super competitive, but maybe one day it'll be a cool tech card you can throw in a deck. Coughing. Alakazam Spirit Link, of course. Fairy Drop. This is kind of interesting card. Heal 50 from one of your Pokemon that has any fairy energy attached to it. I kind of like that. It's kind of like a super potion for decks that run fairy energy. Wheezing, kind of a neat card. So we have Snubble. Oh, and I think I see something just in the first pack of these openings already. So let's see. Just Kingdra EX. Still an EX out of the first pack. That's awesome. Not the best one, but I love Kingdra. One of my favorite Generation 2 Pokemon. So I will take it. Just get a sleeve on it real quick. And we'll put him back here. Alright, so off to a good start so far. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Ideally, we need some Alakazams, Mega Alakazams, Zygarde, maybe Genesect EX? I honestly forget all the X's that are in this set already, but so we need a lot of them, but mainly Alakazam I think is the one that everyone wants. So we got Minccino, Deerling, Carbink. Really excited for this card. Really surprising, it's actually only a common. Normally these Pokemon with the Safeguard ability, they usually end up being rares or holographic cards. So that's kind of cool, especially for players who are newer to the game. It'll allow them to get a good Pokemon that isn't like a rare. Fennekin, Solosis, Kangaskhan, Random Receiver, which got a reprint I actually didn't know about until I went to the pre-release. Wormadam. Rev breaks in. Okay, cool. I actually am looking for the holographic line of Delphox, so I'm okay with that. And an Exploud. Okay. I actually don't even know what this does. See, Cacophony. At the end of your opponent's next turn, discard the defending Pokemon and all cards attached to it. That's kind of weird. So you're not knocking it out? That seems really horrible. I could be wrong, but that seems kind of bad from what I can tell. I don't know. Interesting, though, for sure. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that in the scans whenever we took a look at the set review. And for those who haven't seen our set review yet, I'll be sure to put a link in there. And you guys can check out what cards we think are going to be playable and which ones might not be. But anyways, so we have Burmy, Volibee, Larvitar, Seal, Riolu, Power Memory. Okay, yeah, we need some of these. It's a good card. Basically the G booster type of thing that Zygarde EX gets. Aldino Spirit Link, Wigglytuff, Reverse Hollow Coughing. Ooh! Full Art Genesect EX. Man, this box is wasting no time giving us good pulls like this. This is actually funny, one of the only EX cards we have so far, a Full Art Genesect. So this is a duplicate, but we don't have a playset yet, so I'm more than happy with this, and I can maybe trade it away for a regular one if I want to downgrade to complete my collection. So really happy about Genesect. That's a great pull. And we'll sit him in the back over here with Kingdra. All right. Okay, so we have Jigglypuff, Deerling, Riolu, Snubble, Binacle, Cinccino, Shuckle, Fairy Garden, which got a reprint. That's interesting. Minccino, and I think I see another EX already. This is insane. Regular Genesect. Oh, that's amazing. I love the art on this. Probably one of the best looking EXs from the set. So let's take a look at what this guy does too. I forget. Drive Charge. Once during your turn before you attack, you may put a tool card attached to this Pokemon in your hand. So that can be useful. I feel like a lot of decks I think struggle to choose if they want to play Muscle Band or Fighting Fury Belt. So you could maybe run both in a deck with this Genesect EX and just put the tool on him that best serves to best knock out the defending Pokemon, and then just keep switching the tools maybe, depending on what Pokemon they promote to you. I don't know. That seems okay. Oh, and the attack. Let's see. It's got Rapid Booster. Discard as many metal. It does 20 more for every energy. Solid attack, yeah. Cool. I am okay with Genesect EX. That works for me. I just hope we don't get all of the good pulls out of the way too early on in this box. I'd rather pull them at the end, to be honest. There's nothing worse than like going through the last like 10 or so packs and just pulling rares and like non-holo rares. It's a horrible feeling. So, but let's see, what else can we get? Riolu. One second. There we go. Trying to keep my stuff sorted best as possible. So we have Riolu, Cottony, Burmy, Snubble, Bronzor, Shauna, Ultra Ball, Kabuto, that's cool, Reverse Hollow Dugong, and Amistar. Okay, not a bad card. Okay, so we have Carbink. If I can get the focus. Okay, Deerling, Fennekin, Solosis, Riolu, Wormadam. This isn't a bad card if I remember right. This is probably one of the better Wormadams because you have strong energy and fighting stadium and all the fighting support. Actually, doesn't seem as bad as I originally thought these Wormadams were. A Zygarde, which is an uncommon. That's kind of weird to me. You would think like a legendary Pokemon would at least be a rare. But Whimsicott. Ooh, Reverse Holo Superior. I needed more of these. So, super happy about that. Reverse Holo Rare is always fun to get. Especially a playable one too. And Holo Lucario, okay. This is a really interesting card. I don't know how good it is, but the attack is kind of cool. If you have fewer Pokemon in play than your opponent, it does 60 more for every fewer Pokemon you have in play. So basically, if Lucario is your only Pokemon and your opponent is playing a deck that runs Skyfield and has a bunch of Pokemon on the board, you are swinging for a lot of damage. So I don't know how good it actually is, but it has crazy one-hit knockout potential, at least. Okay, so we have Minccino, Whismur, Volibee, Larvitar, Gothita. Huh. This artwork almost kind of reminds me of the... I think there was a Gothita in Legendary Treasures or Radiant Collection. I forget. It had artwork that kind of reminded me of this, though. Pupitar. Energy Reset. I haven't even seen this card. Put as many energy attached to your Pokemon as you like into your hand. Huh. That's kind of interesting. That can maybe be useful in a deck that plays like Magnezone or maybe an expanded, something like Blastoise or Emboar. Just because if you have Pokemon with a lot of energy, you can put them all back in your hand and then reattach them in any way you like, basically. It's an interesting card. I don't know how good it is, but it's neat at least. Servine, cool. So I actually don't own any of these yet, and so definitely need these. Good card for sure. Ooh, Reverse Holo Fennekin. So we've got Fennekin and Braixen. We just need the Delphox. And Barbarical. Okay. I knew there was a lot of hype over this card because it's like if you have a stadium in play, your opponent can't... Come on, camera. If you have a stadium in play, your opponent can't attach special energy cards from their hand to their Pokemon. There's some hype around that because I don't think the translation was final yet, but people were like hyping that to beat Night March. But I think the fact that it has to be your own stadium makes it a lot less viable. If it was just any stadium in play, that would be great. But the fact that they can just bump your stadium, I think makes it kind of unplayable. But anyways, so we have Cottonee, Burmy, Snubble, Bronzor, Minccino, Shuckle, Fairy Garden, Fossil Excavation Kit, Reverse Holo Cinccino, and Kabutops. Okay. No break Pokemon yet. That's the one thing we have yet to hit. We got some EXs and a full art, but we need them breaks. Especially a Carbink break. That's like the big one I'm trying to get. That and Delphox, I think, are the ones I got my eye on. So we have Fennekin, Seal, Diglett, Snivy, Coughing, Bent Spoon, Loudred, Wormadam, Reverse Holo Zygarde, and a Grumpig, the Night March troll. Put a basic Pokemon on your opponent's bench from their discard and put 3 damage counters on it. I don't think it's actually a great card or anything, but it'd be funny to get some cheap troll knockouts on Joltix. Oop, I think I may have just spoiled something good. Okay. So let's see, Volibee, Minccino, Whismur. And really interesting, I didn't notice this until the set came out, but this actually has Round as well. So the Round deck in Expanded can make a bit of a comeback potentially. I don't know to what degree, but there's a lot of really interesting cards they've been printing with round that would help that deck in expanded. Gothita, Riolu, Duosion, Kangaskhan, Cinccino, Reverse Hollow De-Evolution Spray, okay, and Umbreon EX, okay. I do not have him. Umbreon's always a cool card. For some reason, it seems to be everyone's favorite evolution. It's one of my lesser favorites, to be honest, but I know it's still a cool card nonetheless. And we don't have this guy yet, so that's actually really good for us. What I think is interesting, if someone, if you play in a pre-release with this, and someone manages to get a Mega EX in their deck for a pre-release, you can actually win the entire game with just this one attack. It's kind of funny, because you take 2 extra prizes against Mega Pokemon. Alright, so yeah, 4 EXs, or regular Ultra Rares down. So, what, we probably have 2 left in here, if I had to guess. I'm hoping at least. So, Jigglypuff, Riolu, Bronzor, Deerling, Carbink, Strong Energy, a really good card. Really happy this got a reprint. I personally love all of the fighting support, Karina, Fighting Stadium, Strong Energy. So, I'm very happy to have them still in the format. Energy Pouch, Dugong, and Bronzong Break. Okay, so not, and a Superior. So not the one we're hoping for, but it is still a break nonetheless. And it's not the worst break ever. It's potentially playable-ish. I don't know. It's worth considering, I guess. But still, cool. We got a break. I forget how many breaks you typically pull in boxes. I think it's 3. So if that's the case, we still can get the Carbink break and Delphox break that we are on the hunt for. So I'm going to put my breaks over here. Oops. Alrighty. So we have Seal, Diglett, Snivy, Coughing, Larvitar, Braixen, N. Super awesome card. I think everybody who plays is really happy to have this card back. We've been stuck with Shauna and Professor Birch as draw supporters for way too long, so really glad to be able to dust off the old ends and start playing with this guy again. Mega Catcher, and I think there's something here. Riolu. Oh, okay. So we did have something. We have Altari EX. Honestly, this is kind of like Kingdra for me. Not really excited about this, but I do personally collect, so I do need at least one of these for my collection, and hopefully this will be the only one I ever pull. Because I don't remember the Mega being particularly good when I looked at it. But still, it's a pretty card. One of the cool Pokemon from Gen 3. Okay. So we have Solosis, Snivy, Snubble, Binacle, Meowth, Wigglytuff, Helix Fossil, Cinccino, Chaos Tower. Okay. Okay, so each side prevents different status conditions. That's interesting. And a Reuniclus. It's actually kind of a decent card. I don't know how viable, but it's interesting for sure. Basically does extra damage for every Solosis and Duosion on your bench. So, you might not win a tournament or anything, but it seems like a fun deck. Okay, so we have Riolu, Bronzor, Deerling, Carbink, Fennekin, Altaria Spirit Link, Dome Fossil, Halucha, Reverse Hollow Snorlax. It is a rare, and Mothim. Okay, this is kind of an interesting card, so I don't mind pulling it. Man, this one in the box has been really good. I just realized I've mainly just been pulling from this one side. I feel bad for anyone who like split a box with someone and they took like this side of the box. I'd be so bummed out because this one had like all these EXs and the break that we got. So this side's been really good to us. So we got Volibee, Fennekin, Whismur, Minccino, Gothita, Weezing, Power Memory, Aldino Spirit Link, Versatile Jigglypuff, and Marowak. Okay. It's kind of an interesting card. You can, for example, if Seismitoad EX is seeing a lot of play, you can play this Marowak. And it says prevent all effects of attacks done to you or your hand by your opponent's Pokemon. So cards that discard, or attacks that discard cards from your hand get blocked, and same thing for Quaking Punch as well. It doesn't affect your hand, you can keep playing item cards. So, interesting card. Alright, so we got Snivy, Snubble, Binacle, Meowth, Jigglypuff, Ammonite, Kabuto, Pokemon Fan Club, Wormadam, and a Rotom. Okay. So I can't really get too bummed if we're not pulling many EXs and stuff at this point because we've kind of pulled a good bit so far, and we haven't even touched the other side of the box yet. So we're bound to have a couple of packs that are kind of duds, but that's just how it goes. So we have Minccino, Spoink, Coughing, Cottony, Whimsicott, Larvitar, Spirit Link, Fairy Drop, Reverse Hollow Ammonite, and a rare Snorlax. Hey, at least it's not a duplicate rare. As long as I don't have it, I'm completely fine with pulling it, even if I never play with it. Okay, so we have Fennekin, Whismur, Minccino, Gothita, Solosis, Cinccino, Old Amber, Scorched Earth, another good card I'm happy to see reprinted. A Reverse Hollow Moltres, okay. Is a rare, so that's cool. And a Hollow White Kyurem. Not a fan of this card, but the artwork on this thing is amazing. Really cool looking card for sure. Okay. So we have Bronzor, Burmy, Carbink, Larvitar, Diglett, Fossil Excavation Kit, Wormadam, the good one, I believe. Zygarde. Reverse Hollow Bronzor, I'm happy about this one. And a Bronzong. I originally thought this card was really bad, to be honest, but once the English version came out and I could read that it prevents all effects of attacks and not just damage, it's kind of a decent card because I think a deck that the Bronzong deck struggle against is Trevenant Break, because they can just Lysander up your heavy Pokemon with big retreat costs and keep spreading their damage counters. But this actually prevents Trevenant Break's attack Silent Fear. So it's actually not a bad card if you're expecting to see a lot of Trevenant Break at a tournament. Okay, so we have Burmy, Carbink, Larvitar, Diglett, Minccino, Loudred, Dugong, Pupitar, Dome Fossil, and an Aerodactyl. Okay. Aerodactyl looks kind of cool. Kind of looks like a gargoyle that you see like perched up on the top of like big skyscrapers and stuff, like the gargoyle statues. If you know what I'm talking about. But it's actually not a bad card either, so I'll take it. Alright, so Fennekin, Solosis, Snivy, Meow, Gothita, Mega Catcher, Duosion, Kangaskhan, Reverse Holo Spoink, and... Ooh, okay. Holo Delphox, one of the better, I think, non-EX Pokemon in this set. It's got the cool attack Psystorm, does 20 damage, times the number of energy attached to all Pokemon in play. So at the time of filming, I don't think we have it up yet, but we're actually going to do a video that has a deck with this guy in it. We're going to try to see if we can make something out of it and get him working. So really cool card. Happy to get it. So if we can just get the Delphox Break, that'd be awesome, because we got the Holo Breaks in, the Holo Fennekin, the Delphox. Now we just need the Break, and we'll be all set. So Deerling, Riolu, Snubbull, Binacle, Bronzor, De-Evolution Spray, Wormadam, Alakazam Spirit Link, Reverse Holo Volibee, and a Carbink. Okay. So it says basic energy attached to your basic energy attached to your basic Pokemon can't be discarded, basically. That's pretty good. Seems interesting, especially if some decks with Crushing Hammer or Crawdaunt ever get popular. You can play this and troll your opponent and shut them down. I think it's really interesting, though, that one is rare, but the Safeguard one is common because, I don't know, Safeguard's a really good ability, and you would think that that one would at least be like an uncommon or something. But it's not a big deal, I guess. So we got Volibee, Riolu, Cottony, Seal, Whismur, Hawlucha, another N, really good card to pull, Braixen. Ooh, now I'm happy with this one right here. Reverse Hallelujah, one of my favorite legendaries of all of the generations. And it's actually kind of a good card. It's basically a reprint of the old Bouffalant that we had in Dragons Exalted, I believe. So good card, cool Pokemon, cool art. Happy about that. Looks like Lugia's like swimming around or something. And then just another rare Exploud. Okay, so we have Solosis, Snivy, Meowth, Gothita, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Lassus Special, I think that's our first one of that one, Ammonite, Cottony, and, well, another lackluster EX. But again, like I said, guys, I collect, so I need at least one of these and the Mega for my collection, so it's okay. Not every EX you can pull can be a secret rare Alakazam EX, so. Alright, so let's get that one out of the way and keep on going. Hopefully we have one more EX. That would be great. Like one more playable EX, maybe like an Alakazam or a Zygarde, and that would just completely, I think, seal the box for me. So we have a Carbink, Larvitar, Diglett, Spoink, Coughing, Pokemon Fan Club, Altaria Spirit Link, Dome Fossil. Ooh, okay. We have Amistar Break. Has a cool ability, lets you basically Lysander up an EX Pokemon as an ability, so that's interesting. And another rare Kabutops. So, that's still a cool pull. So I'll sleeve this bad boy up. Put him with our homie Bronzong back here. Alright. So Riolu, Cottony, Seal, Whismur, Fennekin, Helix Fossil, another random receiver, Aldino Spirit Link. We have a Holo Wigglytuff and another Barbaric. Alrighty guys, so we have a Minccino, Snubble, Deerling, Riolu, Jigglypuff, Scorcher, another good card, Ammonite, Kabuto, a couple of fossil Pokemon back to back, that's neat, Seal, and another rare Grumpig. Alright, so Larvitar, Diglett, Spoink. I just realized Spoink is like super up high in this picture. It looks like he's... Oh, wait. I can't tell here. It looks like he's like really high in the air, like bursting through some clouds, or he's like coming through... I don't know. I think that's what it is, but that little dude can jump really high, apparently. Coughing. Volibee. Zygarde. Another Chaos Tower. Shuckle. Reverse Holo Amistar. Cool. It's a rare. Take it. And... Ooh, okay. Holo Tyranitar. To be honest, I think this card is pretty terrible. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing, but Tyranitar is one of the coolest Pokemon, so it's still a nice pull to get. But a friend at a local league said you can maybe pair this with Darkrai. This is something we didn't cover in our video, but it has the ability whenever you play Tyranitar from your hand to evolve, you may attach a Dark Energy from your discard pile to Tyranitar based on the number of prizes your opponent's taken. So maybe if you're playing like a Darkrai EX deck, you can play down Tyranitar late game to get 5 energy on him, and then Darkrai's attack is like 100 extra damage. So it's interesting, but I don't like this card overall. But it looks great, and it's Tyranitar, so I'm okay with it. Okay, so Fennekin, Seal, Burmy, Larvitar, Bronzor, Shauna, Cinccino, Old Amber, Gothita, and looks like my camera died while I was opening packs. To be honest, I don't remember where it left off at, so I'm gonna have to stitch this together. I hope it's not too big of a transition, but the last big, I guess, ultra rares we pulled were Aldino EX and Amistar Break, so I'm hoping it didn't stop there. So nothing important has been pulled since then. Sorry for the interruption, but let's keep on going and see if we can close out this box with something else good, okay? So we got Gothita, Pupitar, Wormadam, another Servine. We really need more of these, so happy to see that. Last is special, and a rare Lucario. Okay. Seems okay. Alright. So we have Seal, Burmy, Larvitar, Bronzor, Minccino, Braixen, double colorless energy. Really interesting that it's pink. Nothing wrong with that. I think that's interesting that they slightly changed the artwork on it, but not much. Another Wormadam, reverse holo Meowth, and a Mew holo. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Actually don't own any of these yet. Well, it's kind of holo. I don't know if you can tell on here. So, but anyways, really happy to get this. We have some decks that we're going to record with this guy, and I'm glad we won't have to print up proxies. We can just play with the actual card. So really good. Lets you copy the attacks of any of your basic Pokemon in play. So you can use Muta attack with Dimension Valley to use those same attacks for less energy. So I like this card. Really glad that we got it. Come on, Minchino, focus. There you go. Coughing Volibee, Solosis, Cottony, Spirit Link, Loudred, Dugong, Reverse Hollow Snivy. I'm okay with that. I need the Hollow Superior Evolution line. And a Mr. Mime. I actually didn't know this was a card. See, Mimic, shuffle your hand into your deck, draw equal to a number of cards your opponent has. Oh, this is not a great card. But, okay, we don't have it, so. Alright guys, I think I may have gotten a peek at something there. So we have Whismur, Meowth, Binacle, Gothita, Fennekin, Weezing, Fairy Garden, Whimsicott, Reverse Hollow Carbink. That's a good reverse to get. And, ooh, okay. So we have a Full Art Glaceon EX. I'm glad we at least got another Full Art before the box ended. That's actually a really good pack. You get a playable Reverse Hollow and a Full Art. So that's cool. Definitely going to sleeve this guy up. And okay, so we still need another break though. If we can do that, I think the box will be a pretty good success. So Snivy, Deerling, Carbink, Riolu, Diglett, Ammonite, De-Evolution Spray, Wormadam. Okay, we have a rare Reverse Exploud and another Mothim. Alright guys, I'm getting a little worried here. So I believe this is our last pack. Yep, no more in that box. This is it. Moment of truth. Do we get the third break or do we not? Preferably Carbink break. That'd be optimal, I guess. Or I'll take a secret rare. Either of those would be fine with me. So Coughing, Volibee, Solosis, Cottony, Minchino, Kangaskhan, Cinccino, Team Rocket's Handiwork. I think this is actually our only one from the box. I don't remember seeing any others. No break. Reverse Hollow Deerling, and a Snorlax. That's actually kind of disappointing. I have yet to get a booster box from any of these break sets that only have two breaks in them. That's really interesting. But anyways, I'm just going to rummage through this real quick and do a quick recap. And just show you all the hollows that we got today. I think it's really interesting too, like in these more recent sets that have like a lot of EXs, there's actually more ultra rares, like ultra rare hollow Pokemon than there are regular hollows in the sets. So I think that's really interesting. Let's see. Well, we did get a decent amount of hollows. I'm almost done going through them. Alrighty. So for the hollow Pokemon cards we got, Lucario, White Kyurem, Delphox, Tyranitar, and Mew. So we got 5 total. But then we got like 6 EXs, so it's really weird how that works out. So we've got the 2 breaks, the Amistar and the Bronzong. And let's see. Okay, so for the EXs we have Aldino EX, Altaria EX, Umbreon, really happy to get him, the Genesect, Kingdra, and for the full arts we got Glaceon and Genesect EX. So these are some pretty good pulls right here. Happy with these. But yeah, guys, so that's our first box down. We have 2 more coming up, so stay tuned for part 2 and 3, and hopefully we can find ourselves a secret rare Alakazam, or at least a box that has more than 2 breaks. But yeah, guys, so that's it. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for parts 2 and 3, okay?